was something weird I read a long time ago. I was like, oh, okay.
No.
All right, then it's not Anya's.
No, that's not true.
Says you. He says otherwise. Who's right?
Me,
I
probably.
I don't know.
Google.
We need to research this.
Google's right. Google
Alright.
is shit. The internet never lies.
Google that shit. Google that shit. All right. The video's up. Are we good? Everybody happy with themselves?
I think
I don't know, I
sounds
can't see me.
okay.
What?
I can't
Maybe
see
you
me.
can't. I can
I
see
can
you.
see me now. I had to wait for it to load.
All right. We
Should
good?
I pause it? Pause. There we go.
All right.
It was like, no, I'm gonna buffer. I'm like, no, please don't do that.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna go ahead and start us off and. Hi guys, and welcome to the Infinite Respawn podcast. I'm Chicken.
I'm Oak Tree.
I'm Grif.
And I'm Baka.
Woo!
What up,
We're all
everybody?
here.
Yay!
We missed you last week, Oak. It's okay though. Red was here. He filled in.
Yeah, I do want to discuss that just for a second before we start up. I told Chicken this, but you were had left for a minute. For those of you that don't know, my father passed away this past week after 2 years of battling with cancer. He is the nerd I always wanted to be, and so I hope that me having the podcast and doing games and everything that I do now all come from him. So I appreciate the life he's given me and the fact that now I get to spend time with Grif and Chicken and Baka and everybody else because of that man. So love you, Pop.
You say get to like you enjoy spending time with me. I know that's not the case.
It's an honor. It's an honor to be in the presence of me. I know.
Wow.
Yeah.
I really wish you were more cocky, and more self-confident.
It's like he doesn't
Really?
have any confidence in himself. I mean, it's so weird.
No.
It's craziness.
Hey, someone's got to have confidence in me, and if it's not me, who is it?
Maybe.
Oh, you only sometimes.
That's true. Sometimes he's like, I said this one thing, and I'm like, I don't believe you. Let me check it on Google.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many arguments that specific topic, either side of it, will cause. It's like,
I get that a lot, actually.
What? I don't believe your ass. Google
why
it.
don't you believe me? This is like
I believe Wikipedia before I believe you.
Especially when it comes to stuff like, oh, what about this one Fallout 4 thing? It's like, bitch, I'm living in that world. What do you mean you have to fact check me?
I don't care. There are some people out there that have 20 times the amount of time in that game than you do. So I'm gonna.
have more except for I have a job.
They have a job, but they leave it on all night. They dream
That's
it.
cheating.
They sleep in front of it. So they are like.
Chair was more comfortable, maybe.
they sleep with their eyes open and watch it. Put themselves on auto walk, turn around, just auto
now
walk
I
back
am
and
gonna have
forth.
to Google that because I don't believe you.
Oh my god.
I'm being
Oh my
hypothetical here. Hypothetical here.
I like that we're all having this fun conversation and Baka's like angry face.
He's got that like grump face
He's
trying
probably
to.
playing,
No,
he's
I'm
probably
trying to-
playing
I was trying
Dreadnought.
No, not yet. I will later. No, I was just trying to look to. I remember reading something about what we talked about earlier somewhere, but
Oh, he's already
Gears of
researching,
War.
putting your ass in your place.
We'll
Your
talk
ass
about that in a
is
minute. Let's talk about what we've been playing and then we'll get to the new stuff because I am gonna talk about Gears of War 4.
No, actually, we kind of nixed that while you were gone. We decided no Gears of War 4.
Yeah.
Oh fuck that! I will
Sorry.
just straight up talk over you.
Motherfucker, I have control. All I gotta do is like take your little picture and mute you, and you're gone.
Well, the upside is I wouldn't really know until I was editing.
Yep, you're like, wait, why did I go silent here? What
We
the
all just
fuck?
cracking up laughing. She hears us laughing, and she's like, "Why are we laughing? This is not serious. This is completely serious."
Oh my god! I actually typed that in the email.
Oh, yeah, you did. Actually, yes, you did.
Oh my god.
I wish that I could show everybody. In the email, I was like, "Here's a War 4. I am going to talk about this, and none of you can stop me."
It was all capital letters too, and it was just
Clearly, I'm excited about it. Just a
evil
little
Griff
bit.
laugh.
Anyway, what's everybody been playing this week before we get into news stuff?
I don't know if you want me to go into it yet.
Okay.
I'll start. Why not? Because I've probably got the least amount of gaming in this week. Out of anybody, I did play some Diablo 3 because it's like
Diablo's
therapy.
Really?
Yeah, I've got a friend of mine that she plays on PlayStation 3, and so I actually own it on 2 consoles now. because it's like what $15 now, I think. So I got it. I've been playing it on PlayStation 3, and it was a way to keep from having to come downstairs, and it's hilarious because my daughter has now got into this thing since she's 4. Is cheering daddy on is great because it's like I'm like I wish I could hear people when like we do Twitch, if there was like an actual live thing to where people could hear everybody talking, like selective, of course, because you don't want some troll coming in, but like selective, coming in and be like, oh, great job, Oak, blah blah blah. But it's great because she'll sit over the side and she'll go, get him, daddy, get him. Kill him, daddy.
She doesn't even know what's going on.
Like she's got it, and I'm like, yeah, I've got this. I'm killing him. I got it.
I'm slaying these demons, putting them back in hell.
I got him. We got this shit
As long
down.
as you can impress the 4-year-old, that's
It's
the pinnacle
fantastic.
of
And it's funny
impression.
because like my wife's coming through and she's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, riling her up. Don't shut up. I got this. And I'm going, whatever. And like she's having a great time with it. And it was the same thing with because the other game I played was Division, which is fantastic to me. I love the game, style wise and everything so far that I'm in. I have a feeling that it's going to end up being like Destiny, and the fact that I'm going to get real far and then go, what I do now. But at this point, it's kind of like, okay, I'm enjoying it. But I think with that, she was doing the same thing because it'd be like guys hiding behind the boxes, and she's pointing them out. Like she's standing up near the television, pointing. There's one right there, Daddy. Get him, Daddy.
She is encouraging you
And I'm like,
to
yes,
kill people.
kill
This
people.
is great.
She's
Yeah,
encouraging
raising a murderous toddler.
Yeah, she's encouraging you to go kill people and have fun with it.
Have fun with manslaughter
Manslaughter, if you do it on purpose, it's just murder.
or
Like,
pixel slaughter.
Meanwhile, in the background, she's singing the state song. She can get to Nevada. It's pretty impressive. I can't even do that. So she gets to Nevada, and then she has a kindergarten song because she's starting kindergarten next year. So they got this whole graduation song thing she's doing. So it's great. So I get cheered on. I get songs sang to me. It's fantastic. I recommend it to anybody. Have a kid just so you have a cheering crew. And when they become teenagers, give them away because they're not going to cheer you on anymore. But
Just throw them out of the
They're
house.
probably just gonna like yell at you and tell you you're doing it wrong and then walk away.
yeah, Dad, I can't believe you did that. You're
Or
so
they
much
make
better.
YouTube says you do it
controller
this way, Dad. God.
It's great too because she's sympathetic when I died because she go, "Oh, Daddy," and
Oh,
I'm like, "Oh, that's great.
that's
She's
great.
sympathetic when
Aw.
Daddy dies. That's great."
But see, this can either work for you or against you because it means at some point the tables will turn and she will either be like, "Oh my God, I can't believe! Give me the controller! Just give me the fucking controller!
Ooh.
Take it away and like show you up." Or
That's when
she'll
she's
get
6,
her
by the way.
own-
That's like 2 years
yeah,
from
Ooh.
for 2
now.
years
She'll be
from
like,
now.
"Give me the fucking controller."
Yeah. See? But
Yep.
or it could work out to your favor because it could be like you get her own console and then she's like, "Oh man, just stand behind some cover, old man. Let me do this." And then she's like popping
Oh.
everybody and you're like, "Get
Damn.
carried."
When you get told to stand behind cover, old man, you know it's time to put the whoop ass down.
Yeah, turn around and go, "I'll show you, old man." Yo,
Pretty much just run up, shotgun.
pull out Halo 1.
I don't foresee that day ever
1v1 on
happening
the
to Chicken.
what was the map with the freaking teleports on both sides? There was the big pit that was in the middle of it, but you had to do
I
the
have
teleport.
no idea.
It had like 10 layers. You know what I'm talking about? That one.
I know what you're talking about, but I
And then
can't remember
first
the
one-
name of it.
That one right there was one of my favorite ones to do 1v1 because it was like it's so hard to find anybody because they're either on one side or the other of the map.
That's
And there's
so
only like
cute.
3 teleporters that would get you to one side or the other. And you're like, "Where you at? Where you at? I got you." Put her on old school stuff. Make it Pull it down.
Damn.
Wow.
But anyway, that's what I did. So I played those 2 games. I got some FIFA in. I downloaded Rocket League, which I'm probably playing tonight just because it's
You should.
so I'll probably be playing Rocket League tonight. And was there anything else I played? I got on Ark just enough to see progress while I'd been gone, and parked him again. I parked my bird again, and I got off to play the Division. So
The Division.
the Division, but I did get to play some really good one-on-one with on FIFA with my friend Merlin that came in town, and he came in for my dad's funeral, and so we got to it was kind of good therapy because he and I are pretty compatible when it comes to how good we are at the game. So we're not overwhelmed. One direction or another. It's not going to be a blowout, and like it was great because my wife was down here, my daughter was down here, and daughter had no clue who was who. And wife is the ever so positive person when it comes to me and playing a video game because she's like, yeah, you deserve to get scored on. And I was like, what? Really? She said you were just awful on defense. Like she's critiquing the whole thing, and I'm like,
Nice.
Damn.
I'm like, wow.
Could you not? Could you not? Just hand her the controller and be like, let's see what you can do then.
Yeah, exactly. Here you go. She turned around, she go, I don't play this game. That's what she would have said.
I
Anyway.
don't play this game. I just want to critique you. That's her game.
It's the peanut gallery, right? She's like the ones that are sitting in the bleachers, sitting there going,
You should
"You're
get her
rubbish.
a puppet.
You're
You should get her
rubbish.
a
You
puppet, and then
suck."
she become like those old, like cranky.
The old
Min-
guys and the puppet.
Yeah, the old guys
show.
from the Muppets.
Yeah. But then she'd have to talk to herself.
And
This has a totally different meaning to me and you than it does anybody else.
Yes. Now it's damn it. There were hand motions, audio people. There were hand motions. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, Baka, what did you play? Because I know when Chicken starts talking, he's gonna talk Division, and those two, whatever, on my screen it's that way. Those two are just gonna chat away.
Talk
So
Division.
you better go ahead now.
I have not actually been playing a whole lot this week. I've been playing Dreadnought this weekend. Other than that, I kind of checked on Ark, downloaded a couple little mobile games to play around with here and there, and then started painting a lot more. But I was going to try to get to the Twilight Princess for the Wii U, but I never quite got around to that.
Was that the HD remaster?
Yep.
Oh
With
my
the little
god, you
amiibo.
have to let me know. Because I really, really enjoyed that game when it came out for Wii, like back in the day. But it's weird to say back in the day for the Wii, but I really enjoyed it. So if the
When it-
remaster is just as magical, then I want it.
Well, I'll let you know once I get around to playing it. But yeah, since I bought so many freaking models at PAX, I've been trying to paint the crap out of them.
Yeah. Well,
I
you
gotta
get-
find the one that we bought. I bought one so that you could paint it, and I did not leave it with you for some reason. And it's here somewhere. Now I just have to find it and ship it to you.
it's hidden away somewhere.
Fail.
Yeah, I know, super fail. That's whatever.
Well, at some point, I gotta imagine I'm gonna get a lot of people going, "Oh my God, here, paint this for me." All right.
Paint this for me.
All
this
right,
time.
he's like so
Get-
sad about
Get
it.
back in that
But
sweatshop.
I did a good job now.
Shut
I'm gonna
up.
Keep it.
Paint.
I want a big model like this. Instead, he always does the little models that are like this. I want like a huge
You're like a
one.
statue.
Like a statue to hand him. I'll be like, here you go. And he'll be like,
I got a couple of those actually.
do you?
No,
Yeah.
okay, now you're gonna start getting people's hopes up. You need
Yeah.
to hold your hoses.
Hostess?
Hoses.
Hoses.
Hold your hostess?
Hold your
Hold your
hoses.
Oh, he's gonna go get one to show off. I see
Uh-oh.
how it is.
I feel like I'm like in the middle of a rap song from like the 1990s or something. Hold your hoses.
Oh, get out, get out.
Don't look at me. You go back that way.
I'm waiting to see what Baka's gonna bring back.
I
Sorry,
know.
people who are just listening to the audio. You should
Yeah.
really watch this on YouTube every now and then so you can see
like-
these things.
New ludicrous song. Hold your hoses.
Luda,
Oh, it's Cthulhu.
man, why does it never focus on? Did you paint that?
He doesn't have his thing down yet,
No, it's
so
still muted.
yeah.
Oh.
He's showing things off. He didn't even.
He's like, oh, I'm
Sorry.
muted.
I knew I forgot something, but yeah. And I've got
That's
a
awesome.
dragon that's over there, but if I pull him out, I'm gonna be knocking everything else out of the way, including my amiibo. So
Yeah, so
Well,
I
I
not have
just mentioned Cullen in chat. So before Chicken gets on his tirade about the division and totally leaves me out again for the second week in a row,
I'm trying, damn it.
I'm gonna I'm gonna just go ahead and jump in with what?
Don't worry about that.
Anyway, I've been playing Dragon Age, which is crack, and it's super bad crack because now Ivy's like, oh, you should do a let's play of it, and it's like, do you realize what you just set in motion, Ivy? Do you know what just happened to me? Because now I've got like the Fallout one that I'm already doing, and Dragon Age is gonna come up. The rest of my life is gonna be those two for like the next year, which is gonna be super great.
At least
And
you got
I-
it all planned out. I mean, after I finish streaming a game, it's like,
What am I
what
gonna
am
play
I gonna play next? It's like I'm running out of games here,
There's
folks.
actually a thread on the website, infiniterespawn.com, by the way,
Plug it in.
for you to suggest things if you would like to see me let's play something specific. I make no promises because I don't have a shit ton of money, so if it's a game that I don't already own, I have to wait until I can afford it. But you're welcome to suggest some things. I've got a couple of suggestions. I don't know what order I'm going to get to them in. Although Ivy has been texting me lots and lots about Dragon Age, so I imagine that she's going to get her way, and that will be one of the next ones that I do. Yeah. Ivy's been getting me in trouble texting, too. I had an incident in a coffee shop in which Ivy texted me a somewhat, not completely, but somewhat explicit picture of one of our favorite characters from Dragon Age, Cullen. Oh my god.
You and I were in the middle of a convo when like right after this. I was like, "What?"
Yeah. I was in a coffee shop. She sent me a text and I was like, "Oh, okay." And this lady standing behind me looking over my shoulder and like did that some people like to her friend because like I said, it wasn't completely explicit, but Ivy's like, haha, look what I found, and I was not expecting that. But it's like don't look over people's shoulders unless you're ready to see some shit. There you go. That's the lesson that lady had to learn, and I don't even feel bad about it. Like there was no, oh no, she saw this. It's like, yeah, whatever.
You should have gone like super explicit and like gone Japanese style and fucking
Oh no,
been like, hey lady, did you want to see this too?
And like an hour later, I get a completely explicit photo of the same character, and I'm like, what? She's like, I should have sent this one. And that was all as at work. I'm like, oh my god, I'm dying. Ivy's sending me video game character porn on my phone. It's great. I love you, Ivy. Never change. But I've been playing that. It's been everything. That's pretty much all. I went to bed at 5 o'clock this morning because I was in the middle of something that I could not just put the controller down and walk away from.
Stupid daylight savings time, by the way.
Yeah, thanks daylight savings. That's an extra hour that I could have been playing Dragon Age.
Yeah.
Or an hour's worth of sleep.
Dragon Age.
That's the reason I had to go to bed early last night because I was playing the Division, and it was funny because I was playing one part, No Pants was playing another one. We were both cussing at whatever parts we were at, and then we both finished right around the same time. And the next thing I see is, oh, you have a new person that's joined your group, and I was like, cool, dude, I gotta go to bed. And it was like, if it wasn't for daylight savings, we would at least got another hour of gameplay in.
Yep. Stupid daylight saving.
Thanks, Springford.
Stupid daylight
Needs
saving.
to
We
be
don't even
fall
need it
again.
anymore.
It needs to be fall so we can fall back again.
Well, Dragon Age, that's what I've been doing. And Baka and I were playing Dying Light, which you can see on our YouTube because we're doing it as a Let's Play. Eventually, I posted about it in the forums too. There was a problem with one of the video settings, and it was my fault. I didn't think to check that setting when Baka and I were getting everything set up together. So our videos weren't compatible, but at least our audio was. So for the next couple of videos, you'll just see my side of it and hear him along with me. But then once we get that out of the way and we're recording new stuff, we'll have both. Basically, I'll be able to dual edit, so you'll be able to see his side of it too, because he's running into some really funny stuff.
Yeah, like a zombie that I bash, and then all of a sudden he stands there and he goes, oh, and then he like stands there and he does like a flip from when his standing position to go on the ground.
His audio, like when he was talking about it, was hilarious, and I'm like, I hate that I didn't see it because I didn't see it in game, and I didn't get to see it. Like we didn't get to dual edit it in because it didn't work. So I'm super sad about it, but I think I might be able to make that into its own separate video clip if I can find it. So I'm gonna go back and see if I can. But we've been doing that, and it's been fun. Baka is such a girl when it comes to the nighttime. Oh, it's gonna be nighttime. I think we should just, sleep through the night so we don't have to go out there.
I don't mess with those stupid things.
I don't blame him. The motherfuckers are
like,
ridiculous. No, fuck that shit. You get like
no,
6 or 7 of them.
just keep running. No.
Why is it that I get to be the brave one in that game? It's like I don't care that they're super powered and can run fast.
Yeah, they're gonna catch you, and then you're gonna be screaming, "Oh my god, I'm down! Can you come get me?" No, you did this to yourself. You did this to yourself. You will stay there, and you will get eaten.
Yep. I've had bad experiences at night in that game, so that's when it's like, oh, it's nighttime, save house, go to morning.
See, I guess it's just, I'm one of those, like, in that scenario with that game specifically, I'm like, I'll just take my lumps. If that zombie can catch me, good on him. I'll just, go back to the safe house and go again. But other games, I'm a little more cautious.
Like, no, let's stay inside.
Yeah, Baka's always like, it's nighttime, can we just sleep? Like, no, we got stuff to do.
Well, fuck that, we can do stuff in the morning.
And you get extra XP. It's double XP for nighttime stuff. So it's like, that's so much experience that we're just missing out on because you don't want to run past a few of them.
When I get a gun, we'll talk that.
No, because then you'll draw other guns are bad in that game.
Yes.
How can I impress this upon you, Baka? Guns are bad. Melee.
Bad.
Well, then
Bad.
the other zombies will hear it, and they'll go, "Oh, look, all my friends are dead. Maybe I should leave that one alone."
Yeah, no. The zombies don't think like that. The zombies only think, I'm gonna eat that one's brains. They don't ever stop to think about what happened to their friend or how you just mowed them down.
That is
they're
why
not
they
friends.
will die again.
That's why you get all like that Ben Franklin's key that electrifies your weapons thing.
Yes.
You put that stuff on your heavy melee stuff. Oh my god! Like basically, the first time I played it, I still didn't care about the knight because I'm stupid enough to think that I'm a badass. And 2, figured out
You
like
could have just asked us. We would have told you otherwise.
I'm a badass. Why is a zombie gnawing on my ankle?
Get it
I really
off.
didn't have that many. Like I died more to the actual people, like Rice's people and all that, than I ever did to the zombies. Because I just run and they're slow. I mean, even the fast ones at night, yeah, they're faster, but they're still stupid. Just jump over a few things and they can't keep up. They're like, where did he go? Went over that fence. How do I get around it? And you're like,
Unless you try to
Fuck off,
run and jump
zombie.
over the big ass ones, you jump at their chest and they just kind of like push you back
no,
down.
don't try to jump the big ones. Like prioritize, and Baka and I both did this. We prioritize that vault skill so you can run and like bunny hop over the zombies, which is hilarious, by the way. But yeah, we prioritize that. So as long as you've got that, you've got easy ways out of everything. Baka, stop being so scared.
Yeah, you can't jump
like
over the
that.
fucking creeper ones at night. They'll just like
No,
maw
but
you to
jump
death.
over all the other ones. All you have to do is like if you see one in front of you, jump off to the side because there's inevitably gonna be a zombie right next to you anyway. Just jump off of him and then onto the building that's next to him because you're in a city that's pretty freaking close packed. Thank you, Assassin's Creed. And then just jump up some buildings and get on about your way. You're fine. No big deal.
She's been having some pretty good luck
All
playing
right.
so far from what I've been able to tell.
I will make fun of you when you get eaten while we're going around and
Mhm.
doing this.
That's
Just
fine.
let her die. It was like, oh.
Baka and I have already established too that like we're the worst teammates ever when it comes to co-op games. It's like, okay, here's our objective that we have to get to. We walk out the front door of the safe house and just split. Like we're like, we'll get there. Whoever gets there first wins. If you die on the way, sucks to be you.
Basically, yeah.
He hasn't been that bad when I co-op with him. I guess he just doesn't like you though.
I think it's because
Oh.
it's all about free running and you don't want to have to like follow somebody's direct path.
I don't know. Well, I don't know how. We should try the Assassin's Creed more because I don't know how we. Well, you sucked at the sneaking around.
I did. That's why I'm
So-
good at Dying Light.
I was just like, "Hey, Grif, I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna go get this guy." Okay, there are all the guards going after Grif. Fuck it.
Oh well.
Screw it. I don't need a sword. I don't need to
I'm
be
a
stealthy anymore.
distraction.
I'm just gonna wield a fucking axe.
Stealth is not my forte. It has never been my forte.
Oh god, you're awful at stealth.
I mean, I'm not as bad as I used to be, but I'm still like I will never be good at it though. I will be mediocre forever. Mediocre for life.
I try to
You
be stealthy in
should play the
Division,
pinch
and
you
I'm gonna
game
get you a
also.
shirt that
Learn
says
how to
that
spell.
mediocre for life.
Thank you.
No problem.
Anyway,
And proud on the back.
people who are walking behind me are just gonna be like, proud of what?
Being mediocre at life.
you're gonna get a lot of people just grabbing your arm just to turn you around.
Oh,
Oh,
get punched in the face because that's my like automatic knee-jerk reaction when somebody touches me. Yeah, like yeah, no, sorry.
Well, for the
Mediocre
last
for
several
life,
years, I
and
haven't
you're
been punched in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, you chicken, you can talk Division now because Baka and I can go on and on about Dying Light and hilarious that is zombies.
Well, I don't know how many people who are listening have played Division, but unfortunately, when the game first released, most of the people, server issues because it's an online game, it is bound to happen.
Reviews tanked on Steam like
Holy
immediately.
shit! In the first couple of hours the game was released, it dropped from a pretty good review system, like it was positive. It dropped all the way down to like 42%. It was like, holy shit! I have never seen so many 12-year-olds up this late. I was like, holy shit. Most of the reviews now are positive. This game is not for anybody. The game is solid, period.
It's not for anybody.
It's not for everybody, my bad.
Okay, I was like, wait,
it's not,
It's not for anybody.
Damn it, I'm
Mixed
deleting it
signals.
now.
But it's not for everybody. And I can
but I would
understand.
like it.
And I can understand some of the concerns and why people don't like it. It's grindy. It's a cover-to-cover shooter, third person. But I feel like the game is solid. It is one of Ubisoft's solidest. Better?
Most solid.
Most solid game that they've released so far. It feels really good. 4-person groups are fucking amazing. I don't know if you guys have played much in the Dark Zone, but that is probably the most fun I've ever had in a game. All right, I'm gonna go with this story that I had last night with Red. We go into the Dark Zone and we're just running around, killing some stuff, and we run across this guy. We're like, "Hey man, how you doing?" Talking it out, and he joins our party. So then we go to extract, and another guy shows up, and we're like, "Oh, hey man, how are you doing? You're extracting. We got only 3 in our party. You can go ahead and join." So we join up with him too. We see somebody go rogue in a zone over, so we're like, "All right, you know what? We're gonna go get this son of a bitch." So we start heading over there, and then a manhunt turns on.
What does going rogue mean for people listening?
If you kill another player in the Dark Zone, you go rogue. You can get their items. Basically, when you die, you lose XP, you lose money, and you drop keys. People can pick that up, and your items too. It is a very punishing system, but very rewarding if you can get away with it.
So basically, if I'm going to do it, I need to make sure that I'm not carrying anything of importance, and that I have lots and lots of explosives.
But you want to do it to get, like, somebody's about to extract, pop, 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 kill them, take their shit, then I extract it and I get all their stuff. And then I go run and hide for a minute and a half while other people are trying to hunt me down.
Yeah,
now,
because it has a timer on it, right?
Yes. Now, when somebody has a manhunt on them, it had 300 seconds over their head, 10 minutes. That they have to fucking hold out. Now, by the time we got over there, I'm telling you guys, listen, there were 14 people over here. 6 of them were fucking rogues. This shit turned into an all-out warfare with AI too. Like, I was shooting at one guy, AI was shooting at me, so I'm ducked under cover, and fucking the AI are moving on me. The rogues are trying to run away. More AI are coming from that way, push the rogues back to us, and it was just a shit fest. Like, holy shit. I think everybody fucking died at some point. Once we all got back, we were all just standing around the extraction zone, kind of, shooting it up. Everybody was extracting their stuff. And once everybody got their stuff extracted, oh, hell yeah, it turned all out fucking warfare. We all just started shooting each other fucking... Oh my god.
So it's like in Grif Ball, once you know you've all won, you can just murder each other.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, we would turn against each other. Stuff. We're like, all right, everybody got their stuff gone. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Then we just all turn our guns on each other and fucking just kill each other. Oh my god, it was fantastic. Oh, somebody like threw down a fucking EMP grenade, so everyone's fucking dizzy and can't see shit.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
I just throw those at people.
300 seconds, not 10 minutes. How long is 300 seconds? Okay, so nobody wants to answer.
Why would you ask me? I can't even
5
do
minutes?
simple math.
So,
okay,
it's 60 seconds.
60,
yeah, 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
Bring out a
Okay.
calculator.
So 5 minutes, alright. So you gotta hold out for 5 minutes. Kind of like a PvP tag in WoW. But yes, that's the Dark Zone. It's PvE, where most of the time people are gonna E all the time. Like, just run around, kill the bosses, raid the stores, get lots of loot and things like that. It's really fun. But then sometimes you'll get those assholes that'll just go rogue to try and steal your shit. So sometimes you come across that point where you're trying to extract your stuff and there's someone kind of waiting for you. It's like, I don't see, he doesn't have a bag on him. Is he gonna try and kill me and take my shit? Do I need to jump the gun and kill him first?
It's all tactical.
Yeah, so sometimes you have to take that risk and go ahead and kill him, extract your stuff, and then go hide. Because you don't want to lose your stuff. So, I mean...
I can definitely tell. You've been playing it all week, and I can tell that you are having a blast with it.
Yes.
I could tell you just from one day, like, because, I finally got to log in yesterday, and it was like, I started playing, and I was like, this is fun. Like, it was entertaining to go through, and it's... The thing I like about it, and I've heard it compared to Destiny in a lot of ways, just because there is some grinding and stuff that's involved in it, and different stuff like that. But I tell you the difference between it for me. I felt like when I went through and grinded through, and it could be just because I'm a first-person shooter guy, but I feel like when I'm grinding through Destiny, it doesn't feel as rewarding. Like, it doesn't feel like I earned any of the hits that I'm getting on there, because it's like I'll be a level, I don't know, 20 something and go through and I'm hitting level 5s and 6s and all that stuff and just be able to tear through them. But even at the lower levels, like if I'm going through and hitting the stuff, it just feels like they're easy kills. This, there's nothing easy about it. Like if you go through by yourself and you've got to hide, you've got to make sure that you've got you need to know where your restocking stuff is, you need to know where your medical stuff is, and it's just like I'm like, oh my god, it's brutal, but once you figure out the pattern, it makes it a whole lot easier. And what's so funny is like the first thing after the initial mission that you start off with, you go to where basically the beta started, and in the beta, the first thing you had to do is unlock a medical wing. And so that part right there is like, I've been through this. I've beaten this. I know exactly what to do. Die, 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 die,
Yeah, no.
die. Okay, I didn't learn the first time, evidently. So I get through, and it's like, but then once you figure out the pattern, you can go through and play it. But I mean, it's really enjoyable to me because I like the fact, one guy was comparing it to Dark Souls, because of the fact that you're building your character as you go, but at the same time, a lot of times you're just dying if you're by yourself or whatever, depending on what your difficulty levels you've got it set on, but you can go through and just die, and it's just like, okay. And the other cool thing about it is too, like we were all in a party talking, but all of us were playing our individual games, and we could actually pull up on the map our buddies that were in the party and see where they were at in the game and run over to them if we wanted to. And I thought that was really neat. That was a cool concept. The fact we're all sitting in the same city, we're all in the same server, and we can all see where we're at. And I thought that was kind of cool.
You're in the same party, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're all in the same party. We're just not in the group.
Okay.
So it's like we're all playing our individual campaigns. One guy was actually playing. He was in a 4-person group doing other stuff, but we could see where he was at on the map.
Okay, yeah, that's the same thing. If you have friends on Uplay, we have to do it through Uplay. If you have friends on Uplay, you can open up your map and see them all over. So the more friends you get, the more populated your map will get. It's really neat. I really enjoy it.
I think it's really cool, and then it's, I don't know, it like some of the I've figured out early on to explore. Like once you've killed the enemies, just walk around and explore. Because I found like armor and stuff. I think it was a level 3 or something, and I found armor. It was like level 25.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
I've never found anything that high from me yet.
like I'm
Holy
just
shit.
like the armor is like 25, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'll pick this up. Sure, no problem. And so I put it on and just walked through, and I'm like, that's awesome. So I'll just go through and I just start exploring, because the game directs you in certain points because you got the little GPS part of it,
Right.
and it directs you one direction or another. Well, it's just trying to get you the shorter path. So I'll explore off the path because I got the GPS to guide me back. So I'll just explore off the path, and that's where you start finding little search boxes and search through them, and you'll find extra gear and stuff. So that's what I've been doing through to kind of play it. It's pretty neat.
Absolutely, I've been really enjoying it. I did. I'm just trying to play. I'm trying to figure out how the end game was working, so I decided to go ahead and try hard mode of the first mission, or the first. I'm gonna call them from here on out. I'm calling them dungeons. All right, folks, they're dungeons. The missions that we do, I call them dungeons.
Okay,
That's
fair enough.
I really like that some of the hard mode dungeons, they scale up to the highest level party member, and all the enemies are turned veterans and elites. That shit gets real fucking difficult. I did the first mission solo. I think I died 15 times. That shit.
Now,
is
were you a
ridiculous.
level 30 at the time, or
No, I was level 15 at the time. So it scales everything up to 15 and makes them all veterans and elites. So you can do any of the missions on hard at any level. It'll just scale everything up to your level or down to your level, I think. I would assume so, unless I haven't tried it with one of the harder dungeons, but there's a hard mode that you can get extra loot from, and then there's challenging dungeons. Challenging dungeons are like heroic dungeons. Missions. Damn it. I'm confusing myself. But challenging are for level 30s.
Rewind and start over.
Challengings are for level 30s to get legendary loot, exotic loot, good loot, yellow gear. That's for what you want to do pre-raid stuff. So that's kind of what we're going to do. That and Dark Zone. I'm telling you now, Dark Zone is a necessary part of the game. If you don't like PvP, you do not have to orchestrate in it, but I can't promise you won't get... the Grif's over there telling me I'm speaking wrong.
I just think it's so cute sometimes.
And you wonder why she stays with me.
Okay, so basically, there's drops inside of Dark Zone that are going to help us in the game. Is what you're telling us?
Yes, because it's all one game. Now,
But no, that was one of the complaints that people had with Destiny was the fact, like when it first started, was the fact that there were drops you could only get in PvP. Isn't that correct?
yes, but it's a PvPvE zone. I've gone through days in the Dark Zone without ever getting into a confrontation with anybody.
Okay.
It's like, all right, cool. You run around with your group of 4. Nobody fucks with you. You're cool. I mean, it's like, you can go ahead and, you see a rogue on the map. You're like, I'm gonna go hit this guy real quick with your group of 4. I've gone through solo and killed mobs, got loot, and extracted by myself. It's depending on the time of day and how everybody's feeling, but that's the Dark Zone is absolutely fascinating. I think Ubisoft did a great job in this. You have your Dark Zone level, which is completely separate than your real level. The mobs in there will go off of your real level, but your Dark Zone level is your Dark Zone level. You kill the mobs.
It's a
in
ranking, basically, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's
absolutely.
because it's basically a ranking system versus your earned level in the regular campaign part of the game, essentially.
Yes, and they're split into brackets. So the first area is level 10 to 12. So the mobs in there will be between 10 to 12. And then your player bracket, which is separate, will be, for the first one, 1 to 14. So everybody in there will be between Dark Zone level 1 to 14 and between real level 10 to 12. So you're always kind of put together with people your own level, so you're not thrown in with level 30s who are going to kick your ass.
Right.
So, and then as you level up, the zones level up. So once I hit level 30, I could go through all 6 zones and everything will be scaled to my level and everybody will be my level, instead of just being low level condensed to one area. You level up, you get a second area unlocked, level up even further, you got more areas, and then when you're fully leveled up, you have the whole zone and everything unlocked and you can play everywhere. It's really interesting that it all scales so well.
So it's basically what Halo used to be, to where you would have I think it was 2 or 3 levels within what your level is. You would be playing against people that were at that level, versus say Destiny, where it didn't really matter. You just played through.
Yep.
And they tried to scale the game down to do that. Instead, this keeps the game at the level it should be, but just puts you with people that are at your level.
Yes.
So
And
that's
what Ivy asked is, what if you play with a lower level teammate? I did that with Red last night. I was level 17, he was level 14. My dead zone bracket is 15 to 19. He was 14. He gets pulled in with me. You always get pulled up to the higher bracket, so that you can't bring in higher level people to lower level brackets. You're always pulled up.
Yeah, because basically what it's doing is pulling you up, and it's assuming if you're playing with a level 15 that
You're more experienced.
that you're more experienced.
Yep.
Okay.
So you got to understand that if you go in with somebody who is a lot higher than you, you're going to their bracket, you're going to get your ass kicked. So try to do Dark Zone isn't that bad, and from what I've been able to tell, and I'm sure Xbox is the same way, people are generally nice. If you're just kind of running around, you have the voice talk on, which is VoIP goes on. Most people are down. They'll help you and whatnot.
I like that, dude. The proximity talking and stuff is a really neat idea. Unfortunately, we're usually in some type of party chat at the time, so we really don't talk to anybody as we go by. But I still think it's a really cool concept.
Yeah, we usually turn off curse, and I'll turn off my push to talk in game, and just kind of we'll talk in game and kind of meet people and things like that. Try to mingle.
Well, and what I think is neat too is, at least some of the video and stuff I've seen from it, the filter that they were using in the like the videos that they would show of the game, like originally or whatever their voice was at, where it sounds like they're talking on a telephone. That's what it sounds like. At least that's what it sounded like on the few videos I've watched people playing, and they were using the stuff. I'm like, this sounds like what they were talking about. Like, the people didn't sound the same, of course, because the other was rehearsed.
Right.
But the voices, the way they did it, the little filter that's on there, it's almost like they added that filter to give you that effect of them talking back and forth. Which
it's like a microphone or something like that. Yeah, it's really neat. And one of the worst parts that I hate about it is that I can't hear very well out of my right side. So whenever there are players standing on my right side, you'll see me move to the other side of them so that I can hear them better. That's a pain in my ass.
There's no way to set your stuff to mono.
I don't think so.
We'll have to
'Cause
see if
I'll
we'll
have
have to
to
see if we
see.
can do that, because that surely they're accommodating for people that have that issue, because you can't be the only person that has that issue.
Yeah, that is true. If I
It,
can,
it,
then I will change it.
yeah, because that would be helpful for you.
Yeah, I know, right? Somebody's yelling off to the side, running at me, and I'm like, oh, shit. Oh, that guy needs help. Oh, my bad. Well, but yes, I totally recommend it. The first 2 updates are going to be free. Then you got 3 DLCs. They have raids planned and all of this cool stuff. Raids and Dark Zone events are going to be the first 2. They're free. And then the next 3 are going to be DLCs. If you like grindy third-person games that are really fun with friends, I would recommend you checking it out. Maybe watch our stream a couple of times, see how it looks. If it's for you, I recommend you picking it up. If it's not, then so be it.
Also, make sure that you do go ahead, and if you haven't bought the game yet, go ahead and buy the $100 version of the game, because it'll give you a $10 discount for the season pass, basically. Because I think the season pass is regularly $40, and you're going to have the season pass in order to go through the Dark Zone. Because just like any multiplayer game that's out there, it increases and goes through that, and you won't be able to play through the Dark Zone without the DLC.
Yeah, you will. All right, what part will you not be able to play in the Dark Zone?
They're saying you're not going to be able to play it after the expansions happen.
What expansion? Because I have not read anything about that.
Yeah, like I was actually told when I bought the game.
Who
They
told
said
you? Because I have read a lot about this game, and I have not seen anything about that.
Yeah, well, that's what they're saying. So
Well,
it's
who's
like
saying it though?
evidently the people that are telling the people selling the game.
I need proof because, like I said, I've read a lot about this game, and I've read all the DLCs and all the updates and whatnot that they plan on coming out. I read nowhere.
They could have been misinformed, but I would definitely buy the $100 version if you're going to play the game anyway. So
Well, I've got the $100 version, but I don't feel like it's gonna be behind a paywall.
Yeah, I better hope not.
Yeah, I'm
That'll
99%
kill it.
positive with everything that I have read that it's not going to be behind a paywall.
yeah. Well,
So-
I mean, hopefully they'll learn from Destiny and it's not a problem. But you
Yeah,
know.
most of the things that I've seen so
Of
far.
course, the
is-
problem with Destiny too, though, if you think about it from this standpoint, part of the problem we had with Destiny was the fact you couldn't really play the regular campaign without downloading what everybody else was having to pay for.
That is
So
true.
like you 15 gig, all of a sudden download that you had or whatever. So if we don't have that issue with this one, then and it sounds like it's just going to be the Dark Zone area because that's multiplayer.
Right.
PvP part. So, which I guess is kind of like getting a PvP new maps essentially. But that's it. They did that in Halo once upon a time. I can't remember if it was Halo 2 or Halo 3. They it might have been Halo 3. They did a DLC that was on there, and basically only they had maps only available for them. But after a
Right.
certain amount of time, everyone either had to buy the maps or you had to wait until the maps became free
Yep.
in order to be able to play multiplayer.
Yep.
So it could be the same setup, which is to me that's fathomable. I mean, like you could look at it and you go, okay, this is okay. This is something that I'm okay with because you're giving somebody enough time to be able to buy and they can still continue to play for a while with their friends, whatever it is. But I don't know, like Dark Zone, you're familiar with it because you're playing it.
Right.
I don't know if that's something that they could separate out.
I don't think so. And one of the things that I will say that they learned very well from Destiny is that the first 2 updates, the 2 updates, they're the 2 DLCs that Destiny got right off the bat and cost people $15. The first 2 big updates are going to be free, which Destiny should have done. Was give out those first 2
Free
ones
updates
for free.
for everybody! Yay!
Yes.
Yay.
Because, I mean, the first DLC added a raid. The first DLC is going to add a raid. The second DLC, I think, added Trials of Osiris. The second DLC is going to add Dark Zone content. Should have just given it away for free. People would have loved it a whole hell of a lot more.
Yeah.
Because that
You should-
adds to the game.
Well, and we knew when they added the first one on Destiny was the fact that they added content that was already included on the disc.
Yeah, they just unlocked it.
They just unlocked it, and that's where they messed up. Which is thing is I get it. Maybe the content wasn't finished or whatever, or maybe they did pull it out because it wasn't finished. There's just all kinds of scenarios that were there that we don't know.
Right.
We just have to assume. But at some point, you have to give something back to the people that have paid a certain amount of money for the game.
Yes, absolutely. Which is why I like Ubi going ahead, and if they want this game to last, they have to give endgame content.
Yes.
Which the raids are going to come out for free. Cool. People get to play endgame content for free. Good. You're going to keep your audience active. Cool.
Right.
And then they're going to give you more Dark Zone content for free. Good. You're keeping your audience even more active. And this is all just 3 months. You got April, May, and June. First update, second update, first DLC. So you're going to have a lot of content being spit at you real quick.
Right. Well, and they're doing it for, of course, replayability, keep people involved, everything else. But also it adds people into the game because now they're going to turn around and go, okay, well, are you enjoying the game? Yes. I played it over at my buddy's house. Yeah, I'm really enjoying the game.
Yep.
And then they go, okay, I want to buy the game. And so they buy the game, and now they're getting 2 free things right off the bat. If they didn't buy the $100 version or they didn't buy the season pass afterwards, then they can still continue to play the game. It's not dependent upon that, which I think is where there was a fail in Destiny's case on that one.
Yep.
And so I think I like the fact that it's done that.
This one expansion turns the whole map into a Dark Zone. Hit me with a link for that. I need to see that.
Chicken always needs links.
Yes, I need
Source
proof.
or no.
Yes, give me the source, or it's not
Sorcery's not
real.
gonna believe you.
Yes,
Yeah.
I do that with my wife. Trust me, I ain't gonna take any shit from anyone else.
Trust me, I know you do that for your wife. It's ridiculous.
This recipe is delicious. I need a source.
I need a source. I need
at
my
least
own.
3 reviews.
I think it's okay. Give me 3 reviews that tells me the same. But yes,
So I did the same thing. I got a friend of mine that lives in Canada and loves ketchup chips, and she's like, they're absolutely delicious, and I was like, well, send me some. Right? I need proof that these taste delicious.
I can tell you that they're delicious.
No, they're
I
not.
I like ketchup and I like chips, but I don't necessarily.
I don't like them together.
You guys don't even know.
Yeah,
Now
that
they-
seems
now they
kind of
got-
weird.
Now they've got ketchup Doritos there.
Oh, okay, that's corn chips. That's
Yeah. She gave him a 6.5. She emptied out the entire bag in like less than a day, but she gave him a 6.5. I was like, if it's 6.5, it would take a week, right?
We tried that macaroni and cheese bacon chips. It tastes like a mix of sour cream and onion and barbecue. It's
That's
pretty
kinda-
good.
I'd be all right with that.
Yeah, it's pretty good. We were with a little hint of bacon on it too. It's like
That'd be gaming snack food right there.
Mhm.
Like you sit back, you're having playing a game or whatever, and
they're pretty
good
good. So
awesomeness. We're getting close to ending this whole thing. And we
Yeah,
haven't
so-
talked about Gears of
Haven't
War
even
4
talked-
yet. Somebody's
Yeah.
been a little bit anxious.
yeah, we'll let her go. We'll let her go.
All right, go ahead.
Talk
my
about.
anxiousness has been quelled by texting with Ivy.
Kelly,
We're
she's
such
getting
fangirls.
game porn.
Yep,
No.
like usual.
There was no porn involved. Oh my god, that's
I don't
all
believe
anybody's gonna think that we text about anymore.
Link, or there's no proof.
Yep, exactly.
Look, it's
See?
Cullen porn.
He gets the right idea.
I'm not gonna send screenshots of my text messages with Ivy.
Because she can't post pornography pictures. See?
So we're proven correct again.
Yep.
Good job,
Ivy
Chicken.
and I have such a bad rap. Oh my god.
Digital high five.
Digital. You guys suck.
We're not the ones sending pornography back to each other and then talking about it on the podcast. You see what we have to deal with, folks?
Look at the size of Cullen's hands. Wait.
Yep. Look at her blushing. She knows.
We start talking about fangirl stuff, and Ivy and I turn into 12-year-old schoolgirls. We're like, it's the best. Shut up. You've got to enjoy things in life, okay? You guys just don't even know.
We're just jealous. Really, I'm not really jealous of a naked Cullen. I'm
No.
not.
No, not at all.
You might be. You don't know.
Nope.
No,
You've never seen it, so you
No,
can't.
because he's a video game character. Why the hell would we be jealous?
I know, right? He's pixels. I'm real life. And I'm married to you. So I think I win in every category.
you understand you're like her best fifth husband, right? You know what I mean?
No, I'm
Top 5.
I'm
I thought it
number
was-
one. Because
top
five.
if I ever drop out of the top place, then everything is gonna go missing one day. And then everybody's gonna be gone. I will.
There's gonna be no more.
There will be virtual
husbands.
murder.
We'll be
Virtual
logging into our
murder.
Fallout. It's like, why are all my husbands dead? Because I
Mhm.
killed them.
Like I will kill all of them and stack their dead bodies right in front of her, and then when she logs on, she's gonna be like, "Oh!" I'll be like, "Yes."
Or you could put them all in chairs.
No.
And,
I'm
have
gonna
them
delete
sitting
all
there.
the saves, so there's only one. So when you load up that one, And then I'm going to make a mod personally so that every time you start a new game, Hancock, when you meet Hancock, he dies of a heart attack right in front of you.
Of course, you know what? We already
Like, how's
established
it go,
once
bro?
before that she would be fine. She would be fine with going out to dinner after Troy Baker killed you.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean, we've already established.
Like I'm afraid of him.
Maybe you should be.
What's there to be afraid of? What, he's going to talk me to death?
Sing to you to death. Then she'd
Anyway,
be jealous that he sang to
we're
you.
gonna fucking talk about Gears of War. Okay?
Here's a what?
Us.
Oh my god. Gears of War 4. We finally have characters for Gears of War 4. Thank you, Game Informer, who apparently had some sort of like corner on the market and exclusive details and junk. But it's fine. We have 3 main characters,
It's because they're owned by a large corporation called GameStop.
right? There are 3 main characters, one of which is Marcus Phoenix Jr., essentially. I mean, it's JD Phoenix. He's little Marcus, I guess.
There
I
we
don't
go.
know.
Little Marcus. He's got big shoes to fill.
I know. Well, and Chicken and I were
And big
discussing,
armor.
you know, the fact that he's got big shoes to fill, but also what we're going to do, because theoretically, by the end of Gears 3, Marcus fixed all of the problems. Like, we just took care of everything in one go.
Well, Marcus stopped the war. He didn't fix everything. The
sent
Locust
that-
Queen is dead.
Yeah, but
Spoilers.
he sent the it's like an organic EMP, essentially, which killed all of the Lambent and everything.
Right.
That's why they did that. So theoretically, all of the bad stuff is dead.
Theoretically. Like I said, it's
That is-
so early that
well-
we can theorize.
Maybe some of them actually survived.
I mean,
Maybe.
something had
I-
to have survived because there's stuff like most of the cities, the way that it reads right now, most of the cities are walled and people live in the cities, and then you have a group of people live outside the cities called the Outsiders, which is Laura Bailey's character, who is, what the fuck was her name? Why does it not say in this article? Why is
In
it
all-
only, oh, Kate. There it is. Her name
In
is
all
Kate.
stories, there is always new bad people.
Well, of course, there's got to be new bad people, but the thing is, like, what kind of bad people are we talking? So we got Marcus Phoenix's kid, JD, his bestie, I guess, Dell, who is, they're both ex-cog by the time the story really gets started. Like, there's going to be some incident where they're in the army, and then they have to leave the army, and they're on the run, which is how they meet Kate, which is Laura Bailey's character, and they're all outside the walled city where all of the dangerous stuff is. So I'm kind of excited because it seems like with the way they're lining everything up, they're going to make Kate be the way that these 2 guys survive. So it's like, yay, lady is going to lead the way. I'm super excited. Plus, it's Laura Bailey, and I love her. She's amazing. Are you guys
Yeah.
not excited at all about Gears of War 4? I can't believe it. Get out.
I haven't
not
finished
friends
3 yet.
anymore.
We've gone over this before.
I need to see
But yes,
more.
I'm excited about it because I love the gameplay from.
I need to
from
finish and go through like 2.
I
and then
can't
replay
believe that you
3.
played 3 with us without playing 2. I would have walked
We had
through
this
2.
discussion when
Yes,
I
we
got
have
the
had.
game.
I've had.
When I got the game, you're like, "Oh, did you ever play?" No, I never played the other ones. You're like, "Oh my god, this is gonna be so much fun!" And then, because I was asking questions while we were playing 3, it's like, "Well, what the fuck is with this? What the hell are those things?" And yeah, because I had no clue.
Well, it's okay. We'll play Gears of War 2 at some point. We played Gears 1. We'll play Gears 2. And then we'll play Gears 3 so that you have the whole story in order.
Yes. Well, we can play the first one on the remaster, and the other ones.
Actually,
Are
you
they
get
back
Gears
to
2
stuff?
and 3 if you got the Gears of War collection.
Okay, that's
Then
what
you,
I
I
thought.
just have to download them. You get like a code or some shit. I
Yeah.
think mine's still in my messages somewhere. They're like, "Hey, use this code to download." It's from like 3 months ago.
Yeah, I
It's like,
think
oh.
I don't remember if I downloaded mine or not. But
I
know got
didn't.
the code in there
I need to. But
because I got it. And then what's the one that nobody liked? Judgment.
yeah,
Judgment.
Gears of War Judgment.
Yeah, I think you get it.
That one's
Judgment
meh.
doesn't exist. Let's just pretend it doesn't. I mean, I love Baird, but I could not love him enough to sit through the entire game. I didn't finish it,
Yeah, the game was just bad.
and I'm a
but
huge Baird fangirl, and he's like one of the main characters. So
come on, Cole all the way. Cole
Cole's really
Train.
awesome too. Yeah, Cole
Like
Train.
all 4 of those
Cole Train.
characters, fucking amazing. Now that is why it's gonna be so hard for Gears 4 to kind
Well,
of.
I have a feeling that the guy's name is JD Phoenix. I have a feeling the D in his name probably stands for Dominic. I have a feeling that Marcus, and probably Anya, because I'm going to go out on a limb and assume that his mother is Anya Stroud. I'm going to assume that they named him after Dom.
What would Jason Dominic Phoenix?
I don't know about Jason. Why would it be Jason?
I don't know. That seems like a tougher military kind of name.
Jason. Jason's a tougher
Jason.
name.
A fucking serial killer in horror movies? Sure, yeah.
What do you think then, Jackson?
Yeah,
I
that's
think it would
much tough.
probably be
Jackson's
something
a
like
whole lot
that. Something cute like Jackson.
Well, I
That'd
need
be
I
cute.
need to know his real name.
Well, I'm sure we'll
Jackson
find out.
Jackson.
Something Dominic Phoenix.
But I do have a feeling that's
Jackson Dominic.
his parents,
Let's
and
see
then
it.
that's his name.
Jeremiah.
Yeah.
We'll go Jeremiah.
Jeremiah Dominic? No.
Jed.
Ooh, what was his
Jed.
father's name?
What was whose father's name?
Phoenix.
Marcus?
Marcus's.
Oh, I don't even fucking know. That is a great. That's
What
a
about
great
John?
suggestion.
I need to know. I need to know Marcus's dad's name because
John
it may
Dominic.
John Dominic.
Yeah.
Right, launch.
I would figured with Dominic as a middle name, the first name would have.
Jonathan. Adam Jonathan Phoenix was his father.
So it may
maybe.
be Jonathan Dominic Phoenix.
Yep.
That's assuming that Anya
Wow.
was okay with naming their kid after everybody on.
Wow, his name is John Dom. Damn. If that's his name, that is badass as fuck.
Ivy says Jebediah.
John Dom Phoenix.
And then,
You don't
Here-
fuck with that
here we
son of a
are
bitch.
here, Jebediah, for trying to kill some stuff here.
For all the
I also
lambent
think-
again.
I think it's kind of neat. The guys that they announced the voice cast too, which is why I know the girl is Laura Bailey. But
We're missing
is
one,
gonna
by the
be-
way. We
what?
need one character. There are 3 characters
Oh.
announced. There's one more that we're missing.
There's a hidden one.
Yeah, because every game, you got your 4 heroes.
Well, the guy that's voicing JD is Liam McIntyre, who was on Spartacus, but he was also on he played Weather Wizard on Flash, I believe, and
Wow, really?
CW's Flash.
Who was he
And-
on Spartacus? Do we know?
The main character. It says his lead in Spartacus. So I assume the main character. I've never seen it.
Neither have I.
Yeah, there was a couple.
But sorry, but
There
Dell
were a
was
couple.
Dell is the guy that plays Diggle's brother on CW's Arrow. So I think it's funny that we've got 2 CW show people coming to voice this big, super, amazing game. I can't wait to see how they do. Like, I'm super pumped about it. The characters look great. I just need it in my life right now.
I
need
love
to make
Ivy.
sure that
Can't
they
wait
don't.
for game porn for John Dom.
Oh my god.
That's your
Ivy
fault
and
for
I-
saying the John Dom part.
And I will be all over that. You don't even know. He's super cute, by the way. Super cute.
Well,
Um,
we need to make sure because I'm strong for the integrity of a game series, so I'm always nervous when they want to keep making a title go on and on and on. Because if this game comes out and it's awful, then it's gonna hurt Phoenix's name.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It's got to be good.
It has to
Gotcha.
be, period. I don't want Phoenix's name to be dragged through the mud. It's like Master Chief. It's like, let the old man rest, damn it.
He's not old. Shut up.
Yes, he is.
But don't
yeah,
you
actually, he'd be pretty old by now.
Yes.
don't you think though that with the team they've got working on it and the passion they have for the game to start with,
I thought
that-
the same thing about Halo.
Yeah, because 343 really talks with a passion about the series, but 5 did not show it to me.
I played 5 and I just,
personal opinion.
yeah.
I know, and
personal
I know
opinion,
that you enjoyed it, but at the same time, it's
I liked it, but I felt like as a Master Chief fan, I wasn't satisfied. Because I got like 2 missions, and holy shit, if I could express the amount of anger that I had towards missions 9 and 11, I
because
would.
they were just cutscenes.
Yeah, like you walk in, you talk to somebody, and then it's mission complete. And I'm like, all right, cool, play a mission, go back, talk to somebody, mission complete. All right, I'm going to beat the shit out of whoever said that this is okay.
It is what I told Grif. I told her, I was like, I didn't even know those were actual missions. I just thought they were cutscenes because like I have all my achievement stuff cut off because when I'm streaming, I don't like that stuff popping up.
Right.
And so all that's cut off. So I have no idea until afterwards that I've unlocked it, but I don't know where it's unlocked. And so she's the one that told me that those were actual things. And I was like, well, that's just dumb.
Yep. I was like,
Yeah. But
wow.
but I even told her, I feel like it was like 2 chapters short of where it wanted to be because of the Master Chief thing. I think that it needed a little bit more development there.
Right.
But for the most part, I enjoyed what was going on. I think that I felt that in that particular case that I think the next one is where you're going to get most of your plot, but I think that they cut this one short. It's almost like 2 when everybody complained how
right.
2 ended because they felt like they were pushing towards 3. I think that's how I feel right now on this one. So I guess we'll see.
Yeah, totally. And I feel like the advertising was just a little too off for my taste
Yeah.
because they advertised like I was expecting Chief and fucking Locke to be beating the shit out of each other the whole game,
No.
No, it's like, what the hell? They got it to
It's
one little
one
scrap.
scene. One
Yeah.
scene.
I got a feeling that's what's going to happen with Batman versus Superman as well, where they're leading up to this. Oh, they're going to be duking it out through the whole movie. It's going to be like maybe 15, 20 minutes of it, and then it's like, oh, we're friends. Let's go kill Doomsday, guys.
Yeah, I just felt like the advertisements was a little letting down because I really wanted to see them go at it. The fight was fantastic. Locke almost had him, but Chief, a little bit more strategic. But yeah, it was okay. I just needed my Chief fix.
You played through the multiplayer. I didn't ever really get into it. How'd you like that?
I liked it. It was
Because
pretty
mechanically, I thought the game was really.
It was
sound.
very colorful though.
Yes. Yeah, the graphics, I gotta say, I don't know why I felt like they went backwards with the graphics because everything was just like smooth matte colors and it felt like Minecraft blockiness. I was like,
Honestly, I looked
Wow.
over at the
I didn't
screen
feel
at one
that way.
point and I thought it looked a lot like Mirror's Edge, where it's like here's this white
Yes.
coloration with gray floors and like splashes of color here and there that are super bright, and that was it. And I was like,
Are you
It was-
talking about in the
what is
multiplayer?
this?
yeah, the maps were very modern architecture. They were very smooth corners and whatnot. It didn't really feel like rough and realistic.
Yeah,
But
it was.
I'm wondering if maybe it was because they were like the team working on the actual game itself was longer. I mean, it was larger because I know that like with Halo 3, they had a very large team doing the maps, which is why we had so many maps come out and so quick.
Right.
And so I'm wondering if like with 343, they're like, no, we want to concentrate on the story and do all that type of stuff or whatever, which, according to you, if you really think about it, they probably had 2 people working on the story and the rest just working on the graphics for it. But then you had, but like for the multiplayer maps, it was like the design, they just had this one guy that was sitting in a room going, all right, we'll just do this right here. So
Pretty much. That's kind of what it felt like.
architecture was,
It was a
just
little
one-
lacking. The gameplay was solid though. Like I had a lot of fun getting into it. Warzone was threw me through a fucking loop. I was like, oh my god, what am I doing? I'm leveling up. Holy shit, what do I get these? Oh my god, what the hell?
Warzone is where everybody absolutely, I think, loved the game when they was on there. I think that was the thing that sold people on the game was Warzone because, like you said, the advertisements for it were misleading.
Right.
So when people played through the campaign, they weren't quite where they wanted to be. But
I
I
actually didn't
enjoyed
even play it. Like I watched Chicken's stream of it, and we had it through GameFly, and he was like, "I'm done with this. Do you want to play it?" And I was like, "Just send it back. Not interested."
Yeah, I went through and got a couple of the skulls, but then
It just wasn't. It wasn't my Halo.
Mm.
Which is fine. A
Which
lot of
is
people
why-
did like it, which is fine. That's
which goes
each
back
their
to
own.
the thing of why I'm worried about Gears of War 4.
Yes.
But I think
want
the
to be
difference is-
trepidatious, but my optimism is just getting the best of me.
Yes.
But I think the difference is with this is Microsoft owns 343.
I guess
So
that's true.
ultimately Microsoft makes the decision what's going on, which granted they own this as well. But I think the difference is yes, Frank O'Connell's is there, but he's not really the one making the decisions versus one of the actual creators of Gears being the head of the
Yeah.
a creator, not a guy that was just working for the company. Does that make a difference?
Yes.
Like for
Yes.
Bungie,
Well, and-
Frank O'Connell was a representative of the company versus somebody that actually created the game being part of Gears of War.
Even Cliff seems to be like he's departed, since left Epic and everything. And of course he gets like a bajillion questions a day on Twitter about the new Gears, and he has to constantly remind people that he's not part of it because that's not his studio anymore. But even he seems optimistic about it. Like he seems pretty excited, and he's tough on games sometimes. So for him to be optimistic about it
But
might be a good thing.
I would think this though. Wouldn't you turn around and you go, like if you had worked with somebody very close net on a game and that's your passion, your love, everything that goes on there, you don't think you'd be on the phone going, okay, we're working on this new one. Remember that idea we had about bringing in Marcus's son? Okay,
Yeah.
that's the direction we're going. This is what we plan on doing. Do you think that's the right way? Because I would.
I'm pretty sure he's called up Cliffy B a couple of times, but like, hey man, under the radar, do you think you can give me a little bit of advice on what I'm feeling here? And he's probably like, yeah, don't worry.
Yeah, because
got you.
I think they all collaborate and they talk and everything else. I mean, the Cliffy as like earlier this week, one of the games that I actually helped back, which is Bear Simulator. The guy evidently has decided to quit.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, but like he's already sent out the game to all of us and everything else. I haven't got a chance to play it, but he's sent out the game and everything. But he's gotten bad reviews. But the thing is before he quit, seriously, the email before that same day, he talked about all the stuff he was working on. and like he's very, very informed us of all the stuff he's working on and everything else. And it's like, okay, this is the stuff that I'm gonna continue to do. And Cliffy B made a really good point. He goes, I don't know how to take this. One, you know, these guys are being, you know, douchebags to a game that, you know, seriously cost $100,000 to make. And two, you're in game development. So you got to kind of take your punches.
Well, it's one, here's the internet, and two, this is, you know, welcome to game development.
Yeah.
But it wasn't, it was all based on one video. That's why I have like really weird feels about this whole situation, is because the guy, PewDiePie, put up a video where he played Bear Simulator and he didn't like it at all. That's fine. It's one dude. And I understand that PewDiePie, as far as like internet celebrities and YouTube and whatnot goes, he's like way up here and everybody else is like way down here. But it's one dude who said he didn't like it, and all of his followers who may or may not even play video games, because half the people on YouTube don't play video games, they watch them for the personalities who are playing them, not the games themselves.
Right.
Okay, so they don't like it. And the guy just like threw in the towel, threw up his hands and said, fuck this then. If you don't like it and people hate it, then I'm fucking out. I can't make it any better than what it already is, and I give up. It almost sounds like he was waiting for that kind of like somebody to lash out against him so that he could have that like insta way out where he's like, fuck this. You don't like it, I quit.
And here's the thing about it is like when he did the Kickstarter, because I've gotten to follow the whole way because of the fact that, you know, I'm part of the Kickstarter. When he started the game and originally gave us the material, he actually went in and built the game from scratch again, because he was able to use a newer computer with newer technology and everything else to be able to develop the game. So he basically started from scratch and redid it. It's the reason it's taken as long as it has, because it's been like a year and a half, I think, since we originally put the stuff in. But he's been sending out regular emails. Like I've been getting weekly emails of every single thing he's planning on doing. Okay, it's now currently on Steam, blah, blah, blah. Here's what and basically what he said in the last email he sent. Again, it was the same day as he said he was doing all these updates and things. He said he really had fun making the game, trailers, updates, websites, tutorials, blog posts, stuff. Hopefully you all like those things. And then he made this, and then he talked about the fact that the worst thing he did was put it on Steam. He said he should have just given it back to the backers and maybe put it on a website somewhere for people to be able to pick up. But the worst thing he did was put it on Steam. So here's my thought process is, and this goes back to what we were talking about earlier with the Division. At what point do we actually look at a game review now on Steam and believe what it's saying?
I'm picky with game reviews on Steam. Like Chicken was talking about the Division having the reviews tank, and I went and looked at a lot of the negative reviews about it, because I'll peruse the reviews on Steam, but I peruse them evenly. It's like, let me see what the positive ones say, let me see what the negative ones say, so that I kind of have a more round picture of what we're looking at. And a lot of the negative reviews, and I imagine it's the same thing for fucking Bear Simulator, was like, this game's garbage, I want a refund. It's like, okay, you didn't give me any valid reason, so I give you no credence to what you're saying, because you didn't tell me why you didn't like it. You just said, this sucks. I mean, I could say you suck, but if I don't give you a reason why, you're not going to listen to me.
Yeah, they need to put a restriction on how many hours you put into a game, then you're allowed to review it. Because people have like
0.1 hours on
yeah,
something.
they're like,
I'm
this game is shit,
anyway.
I refund, don't buy. It's like, I ain't gonna fucking listen to you. Somebody with 40 hours in the game and be like, alright, you played the game, you've had enough time to formulate a full opinion, let me read your review. But I just feel like there needs to be a time limit on how long you need to play a game before you're allowed to review.
I also feel like if a developer puts a game on Steam, here's the deal. You're putting it on a forum that's going to allow people in one place to comment and tell you what they think about your game. And some people are going to be legitimate and have concerns or things that they didn't care for about it that they're going to tell you about. I mean, it's going to be, here's what I didn't like and here's why. Because you're not going to please everybody. Putting it on Steam can be an asset as well. Like, he was upset because all of a sudden there was a forum for a bunch of people to come together in one place and tell him that they didn't like it, and it hurt his feelings. I mean, the whole situation really sounds like, instead of him being completely professional about it, he got too personally involved, and it did hurt his feelings. And I understand that he is a sole developer working on a game, but a lot of people do like it, and you're looking in this one place where a lot of people don't like it. And you have to look at why they don't like it. If they don't give you a reason, it's because they probably don't fucking have one.
Yep.
I mean, just calm down. Look at your game objectively. Look at the people who are telling you they enjoy your game. Look at how many people gave you money for the game.
Yep, I mean,
get over it and keep moving on. If
you're going to be a public eye, get some thick skin, because no matter how awesome you fucking are, there are always going to be haters. Always, no matter what you do, there's always going to be someone that's going to try and make you feel bad.
And there's always going to be worse games than the one you just made.
Yes. So he wasn't ready for this, in my opinion. If this bothered him that much, then he wasn't ready.
No. Well, I mean, and a lot of people aren't. Look at even people like Notch Peterson, who was like, oh, you know, I'm the loneliest man in the world because I made all this money on my... Shut the fuck up.
You hate him. We know.
Well, I mean, Phil Fish is another good example of, you know, people didn't like my game, so I'm going to get butthurt and cry about it. Shut the hell up. People did like your game. Stop.
They just didn't like
6
you.
bad reviews, and then all of a sudden it's just this landslide of everybody hates you. No, not everybody fucking hates you. God damn it, you fucking drama queen.
Yep.
Hi, Wraith and Fina. Everybody gets to show up in my fucking rant
yeah.
about drama queen.
Yay, ranting.
All right. For what Fina just said, if there isn't already, they should add up voting and downvoting to the Steam reviews so that the useless reviews can be less visible or something. They
There is
do.
something like that, yes.
Like, it will say, I wrote a review. Unfortunately, it was not very good. But I had 10 of 24 people found this review helpful.
Yes,
So
it's found it helpful or something like it didn't help me or something.
Well,
like
if
there's
you
a
click
thumbs up and
no,
a thumbs down.
if you click no, you go up on the right number. If you click yes, you go up on the left number, and then it does a percentage.
Right.
So that's kind of how it does. The higher reviews, the ones that are like have a lot of votes. I think the top review on Division right now has 4,000 votes, and it's like at 89% of helpfulness. So really good review. Really good helpful, things like that. But Steam reviews, they are good, they are bad.
They do have
make
an
sure,
upvote and downvote system.
Make sure you read both sides.
Yes. Always check both sides because you're gonna have a little, you know, bit of bias either way. Like I've
Yes.
seen reviews that are like, this game's so fantastic, there's never any problems with it, and blah 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 blah. And then you'll read some of the bad reviews and you'll have like 3 in a row where it's like, I get to this one point and the game crashes because there's a bug in the code. It's like, okay, so there obviously are some problems, but you're so enamored with it that you're not willing to look at them. So
Yes.
definitely read both sides so that you can kind of get a better picture of what the general populace thinks.
Yes,
Well, that's the way it
absolutely.
should be with anything. Read
Yep.
both sides.
Yes.
Yep.
We should
Sometimes.
probably also wrap up. I realize we're
Yes.
still like chatting away passionately about things.
All right. Well, then this is my last thing. Sometimes it's okay to just dive in to a game and hope
Yes.
for the best. It's never a bad thing. I did that with Division. I barely fucking watched any of the trailers. The only thing I knew about the game, for the most part, was the door closing technology. And everybody knows that when they watch me stream, I run next to the doors and close them all.
And trunks. You can close trunks.
And for the gas tanks, Fina, I shoot them off. Anyway, yeah, you just shoot them off. The bullets, the little
Fina
bullets.
was upset that you can't close the
Yeah.
gas cap thing.
I just shoot them off. And then I saw Rate's little video that he reposted for the 1 year play, and I was like, oh wow, this looks really neat. And I said, fuck it, dove on in, and I was gonna buy it, but Red bought it for me.
Red beat you to it.
Yeah, Red beat me to it.
Well, it's a good game, and I'm glad you're playing it.
Yes, it is a very good game. I totally recommend you checking it out. But watch a stream, read some reviews, kind of see how it is before you go ahead and jump in, because it's not for everybody.
Or
right.
if you were
It's
chicken
not for
earthy or something.
anybody. It's not for anybody.
It's just mine. Get back.
Yes, it's my. No, I need more people to play with me. The Dark Zone will be very
It's
boring
just
and
mine,
lonely.
and you 30 people right
Well,
here.
then you shouldn't tell her that it's not for everyone.
It's for select
Pick your
people.
words carefully.
It's for select people.
Oh my god, alright.
All right, well that is it. We're gonna wrap it up. Go ahead, Oak.
Are you streaming tonight, Oak?
I am streaming tonight, twitch.tv/MDB Oak Tree. You can
We
check
will
me
be
out
hosting him.
Yep. Yeah, so you can go to our regular site and it'll pop up and they'll be hosting me here. Fantastic.
Yes.
I guess I'll be playing Rocket League and hopefully I can get No Pants to join me on that one. So it should
You
be
can get
fun.
a lot of people to join you in that one.
Mhm.
Yeah, it'll be fun. I think
Cross-platform, yay.
oh yeah, it is. It's cross-platform. I totally forgot
Yep.
about that.
The only
Uh,
downside with cross-platform, I think Chicken talked about it at one point, is that you have to play against your friends. So you set up
Yes.
like a private room and have all of your friends join in for all their platforms. So as long as you've got at least 6 people, 3-on-3, you're good to go.
Yep.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Otherwise, you cannot matchmake with your friends on other consoles.
You can on the same platform, but
Yes.
Okay. Well, No Pants is on the same platform, so I guess we'll see. Well, good. Maybe we get 6 people together. That'd be fun to play. Then that way we
Yeah.
can just all be cussing at each other. Or me cussing and then you all typing. we do appreciate everybody that hangs out with each and every week here at Infinite Respawn. You can check us out on Twitter at twitter.com/InfiniteResPC. Check me out personally at MDB Oaktree. Check out Grif.
At Grif Slineham.
Check out Chicken.
At Elite Chicken 313.
You can check out Baka.
At Baka Pickle.
You can also check out our great new website that we have up and running. Join the forums, hang out there. It's beautiful. We love it. InfiniteRespawn.com. And get on there, join the forum, hang out. Ask Grif a question that's really awkward. The more awkward the question, the better off it is. Make sure you ask her though. The rest of us don't answer awkward questions.
No.
I will.
Well, we could answer questions.
We could start
awkwardly.
a thread about Cullen and his naked body, and then I'm pretty sure like Ivy and Grove will be like posting everything, and then I don't know.
I'm sorry. The admin will ban them.
What?
Yes.
What if we're just talking about him?
That's fine, but if I see a picture or explicit content, I'm gonna ban you. I mean, the admin's gonna ban you.
Got it.
The admin has all power, so.
You can also check us out on YouTube as well. If you go on there at Infinite Respawn PC, I think on that one. You can check out Griffin, her wonderful Let's Plays that she does. They're amazing and wonderful, and she's funny. And currently she's playing with Baka on Dying Light, and he's funny and amazing as well.
I'm scared.
You combine two of you at one time with amazing and funny. It's got to be awesome, right? Are you drinking in this one, Griff?
No, because honestly, it's hard enough to keep up with the camera sway and the parkour at the same time. If I was drinking, it would just not. Baka would not play with me. I mean, he has a hard time with me.
I would just be hearing like her going in the background while your character stays still. I'm like, Griff, get back here and kill the zombies.
I want to use a gun. Let me use a gun.
No, no guns. Only
Pop. Oh no!
I could fire and shoot zombies in the head and go, yeah, kill
play
them.
with guns across the map by yourself without me.
Actually, while she's AFK, just stand right above her and shoot and get a bunch of zombies to come over to her.
No, I don't play that game. I don't go AFK when he's around.
She knows better, because then it'd be like, hey, Griff, look what I did. I made friends.
They're your friends now.
I pushed you off the roof, and now you're dead because zombies.
Yay, friends!
Why'd you push me off the roof? We were perfectly fine up here. Well, they looked hungry, and, I kind of wanted to be...
Yeah, you know that rule. You don't have to run faster than the zombies. You just got to run faster than your friends.
Right? And I do.
Oops, I tripped you. My bad. I'll come back to help. Yeah, okay, never mind.
Also, make sure you hang out with us here weekly you switch to 9 p.m. Eastern right now, right?
What?
No,
on your stream?
I'm still 8 p.m. Eastern.
8 p.m. Eastern?
Yep.
So 8 p.m. Eastern for Chicken, Monday through Friday. Check me out Sundays at 9 p.m. Eastern at twitch.tv/MDB Oaktree. So for Infinite Respawn, I'm Oaktree.
I'm Griff.
I'm Chicken.
I'm Baka.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.
La, la, la.
Try again.
Too much time on our hands.